Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Lachey T, and in this live, we are going to be looking at a few clips of some behind the scenes of the movie Juice and a couple clips of interviews with the cast, as well as their thoughts about the movie, their roles, and their thoughts about Tupac working with Tupac Shakur. And we'll look at some then and now pics of them as well at the end and check out the trailer as well for the movie Juice, which was a great movie, by the way. It was a drama thriller that came out in 1992. So let's get started.
I want to do something. And that's why I look cool because I'm right there.
And you say no?
You said no. Because you crazy.
Maybe you should step up to him when you said, and you said no? So you don't go all the way back, be a little bit behind you, and we're going to take it all the way through. Now let's do a rehearsal for camera. See what problems we got. I hope we get it to
We're going to rehearsal for camera and help get moved. This
So
is
he
my
can-
band.
he
This is my
can-
coach. My coach right here, Ernest Nicholson. I'm Tupac Shakur. Thank you.
He's one of our star players here.
He's one of the star makers.
Wow.
Star maker. Star producer.
He can't do the
He's got to have
impossible.
star qualities in order to
You're getting an alcohol test today.
Okay. This is straight.
Remember orange juice? Remember when I told orange juice?
Yo, to everybody on the set, can I get your attention, please? Everybody on the set, this is straight orange juice. Just
It's
orange.
weird that he's gone. It really is. Every time I see footage or even hear music,
It's hilarious.
Don't say it too fast.
I'm gonna tell you something. Okay?
Don't say it.
The best thing for you to do right now is to leave me alone, okay? I don't think I have too much patience for you, okay? So back off, okay, fatty?
What we were really blessed to be around at the time, because we only got to see and focus on the wild stuff. He leaving the set. He got these cats shooting at us on the set. He talking, F New York type stuff. That was what was up front. But I swear, if you got to be around Bob, it's been times we've been on the set and we'd be in the middle of a scene and he would stop just because it was a single parent, and you can tell that, her and her baby might have been struggling a little bit or whatever. He would stop the scene, he would go, and he would embrace them, and you could see the look of hope, happiness on the kid's face, the mother being proud that, hey, somebody recognized me, and not just for my body or my looks, but just me as just being a woman with a child out here in the struggle, and would give him words of encouragement and stuff like that, and sometimes even go in his pocket.
I mean, Tupac was such a wonderful guy. He had the greatest sense of humor about himself, but he was serious because a lot of times in between setups, he would pull out a notebook and go over in the corner and sit and write. And I like to think that a lot of what he was writing was the music that we wound up hearing coming from him later on.
The storyline is like this. 4 young black males, tight like glue. Now we want to see what happens when these 4 black males try to grow up and we all go in different directions. That's exactly what the storyline is. It deals with a lot of fear, peer pressure. It deals with a lot of young black males being trapped in today's society and the kind of reactionary things that we do to get out of it. Word up.
We get put in situations that we really don't know how to make an intelligent decision about. So from what we know,
Right.
from us growing up on the streets of Harlem, that's how we make our decisions on what it is we're gonna do out here in the streets.
Word up. Big
And
brother. Especially to get
just
juice.
because
Big brother.
just because you grew up on the streets doesn't necessarily make us intelligent or knowledgeable. It just means that we have decisions that we got to make out there, and we make the decisions, and the film illustrates what happens from the decisions that we make. And these are decisions that all young brothers out in the street today are making.
It's like
so everybody's going to be able to deal
outside the costume.
It's like you get a camera and you go through a neighborhood and just start filming. That's just how real it is.
Because all black people, our dads ain't doctors and lawyers.
Right now, this film is gonna tell a real street story.
Yeah.
Because Joey's not gonna clean up his act and run off to Cornell at the end of the movie.
No.
That's true. For real.
Dad can't help us out of this. Dad can't help us. Why?
Why must the story be told? Because there's so many movies being made and it's not enough, reality and real stuff in it. It's just a bunch of this and that. Well, I think it go like this. Somebody ride through a neighborhood. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that in the movie. So that's why. So I feel.
You know what I'm saying? There are a million black stories in this country alone, and all of them should be told. This is one of them, and this is a real one. Right now, I don't want to say any names or anything, but in my opinion, there's a lot of black fairy tales being told right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need some black stories, and this is a real black story. That's why this film has been made.
That brothers can relate to now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's going on right now.
It's not the past. It's now. This is what's going on now, right?
All the time.
This is the story of today's young black male, and it needs to be told because it's still stuff happening, like police beating up brothers in the street. So all that needs to be told because everybody's
stopping you for nothing on the highway.
All that still happens. All that real stuff still happens, and all this needs still to be told.
Our little tin
for the
on
next
the
generation, so that they don't go through that.
Yes, most definitely. One, because this is a story that is gonna cause some people some pain.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of story where you'll leave and you're gonna be uplifted. This is gonna emotionally charge you, so that young brothers out on the street, one, gonna learn a lesson, hopefully. Two, their parents are gonna go see the film and realize what their children are dealing with on the street, and maybe possibly do something to alleviate that pressure that's on those kids.
Hopefully,
it's gonna send a big message out there.
They'll understand young black males better. Hopefully, they'll look at us when they see us drinking a 40 or acting crazy in the street, and they'll say, "Well, what makes him tick?" And in this movie, it's showing you what makes us tick.
Put that good, man. I like that.
Bishop was psychotic to begin with. I mean, it all stems, in my opinion, people, how they act out on the street has a lot to do with what goes on at home.
Yeah.
And there is, if you go see the film, there is background on why Bishop is the way he is.
Basically, I have no role models. That's why I went over the edge. No role models. That's very funny.
That's how a lot of brothers are, you know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers are just born crazy. And being that he has, there's a lot of bad seeds. Yeah. You don't have nobody to try to train
at the same time, it's like a pressure cooker. You got things building up inside you, and if you have no outlet for those, it's just gonna build up to a point where you can't control it anymore, and you're gonna explode. That's what happens to Bishop. And when he explodes, the fragments just go everywhere.
Nothing nuts.
Just look at it. Listen to the name, Bishop.
Nino ain't got nothing on me. Trust.
Whoa! Wait till Wesley rolls on the spot.
Nino ain't got nothing on me.
I must say, we back to the thing when we was talking about how we was getting along and everything. Before we even started filming, we was chill. It wasn't like we had to work for like 6 or 7 weeks to get fly. We got fly at the audition. We hiked and bugged out. We never called each other our names.
No, I don't even know their names.
We all got
he's Fatty, he's Pepe, and he Ant-Man. To
Big
me,
Chops. That's what they call me.
To me, you know what I'm saying?
And he's Gazuda.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's
You know what I'm saying? And see, I liked it because we can all bug out, ain't nobody getting serious unless they don't feel like being bothered. Anything dealing with violence that's being caused in this movie is done by this fool.
Anything.
Nigga.
Anything.
I ain't nothing but a real.
Crazy, idiotic.
What causes violence? Oh, what causes violence is that we just saw we were walking, and we were in this bar. I went to get cigarettes and we saw. I'm not gonna tell a story, but our boy got killed, right? Our boy got killed, And he's saying if it wasn't if we were there, he wouldn't have died. I'm saying if we were there, we would have died with him.
The fight is because this is the crossroads. I want us to go deeper into the criminal life, and they saying that we need to go farther away from the criminal life.
Yeah.
So it's like we all have to make a choice. Either we're gonna go this way or this way.
And the reason why he says that because it seems like that's the only way we're gonna get some juice on the street.
Right.
Yeah. And Bishop makes a decision right then and there that we need to get
It's
hard.
a good point, but we should have went about it a different way.
Like you said, it's decisions we had to make.
That's a decision right there. And
Now you got to. Hey, sorry, but y'all got to watch the movie. I'm saying, why don't y'all stop being cheap? $7.
$7. Go.
When young kids go see Out for Justice and Steven Seagal, who is a white person, he's dope and all that, but he's a white person. Steven Seagal's kicking every single frame of the film. He's kicking ass. We make a movie, and a black man start kicking a little tiny ass. Then everybody want to jump on our case and say black people is causing violence.
I look at it like
when that's
this.
drag. That is so much drag and drama. It's more drama than in the whole movie. They don't want to see us come up. It's as simple as that. As soon as we come up, they want to run up and hold us back.
How can you go to a movie and somebody have a fight and you blame it on the movie?
Yes.
What the fuck? You go to the movies, everybody in there, one is arguing, telling this person to shut up, this, that, and the other, before the movie even starts.
But it's just that the movie is so good, they gotta have something to.
Yeah, they just so hype.
You know what I'm saying?
When Tyson and Ruddock is fighting, and there's a fight in the of course, the crazy fights outside Las Vegas. Them people be drunk, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing because there's millions being made, and it's going in another person's pocket. Right. And it ain't only two black people that's making money. It's Ruddock and Tyson, and all the other people is getting paid off, and they not gonna say nothing because that's $1 million business that don't nobody want to touch. Now this business is an up and coming thing. Black people are just starting to get good roles in films. So they want to stop it and nip it in the bud right now.
Yep.
Just like rap shows. Now rap people are they don't want us to make no dough. You know what I'm saying? That's the real thing. They want us to stay low and just be kids with a little cup on the street corner getting coins thrown in it. As soon as we start casting checks, everybody start getting broke necks and wanting to stop it.
Going to the bank, everybody looking at you funny, gotta have this kind of ID, that kind of ID.
Even people in the business, they want you to play a real character, but they don't want you to be a real person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get real, everybody, yeah. But they want you to be real in front of the camera to sell tickets. But don't be real in real life. That's true.
Oh, yeah. I'll be.
Shut it up,
Stay in the scene.
Ern is my man. Yeah, Ern is the man. If it wasn't for Ern, I wouldn't have did the film. Word is born. I've been gone in the middle of the film. If it wasn't for Ernest Dickerson.
I like it because we had a little more than a director. We had a friend, a director, a light man, a cameraman, all in one.
We had the
you know what I'm saying? Ernest was the type of director, if you looked at that the wall the wrong way, he'll pull you to the side, explain to you exactly how he wanted you to go through the scene, this, that, and the other.
Instead of yelling.
Instead of just going take over and over and over, seeing if you'll catch on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And it was never like, go do your thing. Go home, young black kids. Go do your thing.
Go in the corner and
go there and do your thing.
Yeah.
He was with us. Are you okay? Is there anything wrong? What's the problem?
Want something to
You
drink?
need something to drink. And we was always priority to Ernest. Yeah. Everybody else might have been in it for a different reason, for money or time or everything. Ernest, we was always priority. So that was why we owe him everything. You know what I'm saying? If we blow up after this film, it's because of Ernest.
It's because of Ernest.
But Ernest is very accessible. I mean, we could always talk to him. He's very busy. He's got, we come in, we have a job, we got to act in this scene. Ernest has so much work to do.
He go home and still work.
It's hard for him. And I understood the amount of stress that he was under, but at the very same time, he stayed very relaxed. And with us, he was very accessible. We could always talk to him. Anything we needed, we could go to him. And I mean, considering this is my first film, my first feature, the opportunity to get to work with somebody like Ernest has educated me a lot in a very positive way, so that the next film that I do, I'll just be that much better.
Ernest should get all the props. I don't know how to say that enough. He should get all the props. Because I'm not an actor. I'm a rapper on the streets, and Ernest put time into me. You know what I'm saying? Treated all of us cool. Yeah. Everybody got top billing.
All the time. Even when people was coming down on him,
he
still was down on him.
This was an everyday thing. This was all the time.
And
you know
see, You know, it's normal to hear a director holler and scream, but with the first time we heard Earn, everybody was like, flip, we was like,
first time we heard him scream, he screamed on somebody else, but talking while we was acting. Right, you know what I'm saying? He cares like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in our corner. It ain't like he wasn't faking.
And
you know what I'm saying?
It bugged us out. We was all like, Earn just got to finish hollering. He hollered at somebody up there. I wish I was up there. You know what I'm saying? Because we never heard him really holler.
We had fun though. We had big fun on this.
I just want to tell y'all, the future black actors of America, they're right here.
Oh,
they're right here. This is the new wave. The new wave.
Sir. Appreciate that.
Good looking out. Now we just joking. Can I get my mail back, Ern?
Thank you. Always the funny man.
It's always great to have a director like that. So thanks for watching thus far, and keep on watching with me, because now I'm getting ready to go into the clips of how the cast members actually felt about their roles in the movie as well.
If y'all remember what my man said, you smoke cracks, don't you? Not anymore now. But pretty much for the rest of us, your first major role, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you hope to do next?
Well, I'm trying to grow some hair back.
A little hair. You were Digital Underground, right? And you got your own album out now. What's the name of the album?
Tupac lips now. The little ground cover, the guy standing there. About 13 shots.
All right, now, Omar, what do you
I gotta
hope
ask
to do
Omar a
next?
question. Just schooling out, man. Just seeing what's going on, you know. Singing with my group called Vision. We gonna
Oh, you got to see it, girl.
Yeah, he one of them boys to bed.
Now, Khalil, hold on now. Let's ask Khalil over here. Let's give Khalil free time. Let's ask him, what you gonna do next, man?
I'm ready to do another film. So everybody out there, you casting, you producers out there, I'm ready to work.
You gonna
ready to go to work.
If y'all remember what my man said, you smoke.
He was a man of many faces, so to say. So articulate, so well read, and yet
like him.
Loved him. Great, genuine person, charismatic, super talented, loyal, down to earth, grounded.
Sold 75 million records.
Yeah. But Pac had that thing where he was sort of a troubled soul in a sense. He was carrying something, and I think the timing of when we all sort of came into the public eye and where the culture was in terms of hip hop culture was at that point, it was in flux of being this movement into multi-billion-dollar business, and he was sort of at the front of that. So it was a lot of pressure and a lot of personal demons that I think he was fighting. Tupac Shakur was one of the smartest people you ever meet. He was so well versed, so well read, articulate, and I think that people have through the years have had this image of him, especially like through his music and things like that.
Let's take it from Juice. Was this your first role?
Yeah, I was reading for Bishop.
You were supposed to be Bishop.
No, I wasn't supposed to be. Who got it was supposed to be.
That's right.
I just read for it. I ain't He go up and I hear going all over. I'm running toward the door. I'm like, this nigga got into a fight. He come out. I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, I just read for it. I said, you got that motherfucker.
Yeah.
One day, Tretch came in from Naughty by Nature. He had this guy that was with him. I said, okay, what's your name? He said, Tupac. I said, well, what about you? You want to audition? He said, yeah, sure, why not? And I just said to him, hey man, can you stay and read for this role? He went away, came back, did Bishop, did a very good job.
Check yourself, Q. You gotta snap some collars and let them motherfuckers know you there to take them out anytime you feel like it.
I was trying to find 4 young guys that together would create a 5th character, which was the group mind. There were no actors that I felt could play these roles. It had to be real. It had to be what was really going on in the streets. We made Juice independently. It was later bought by Paramount, but we made it as an independent film with independent financing from Island Pictures. I was looking for young actors. I was looking for unknown artists. My casting director interviewed hundreds of kids, maybe even thousands. We went to high schools of the performing arts. We went to neighborhood theater groups. One day, Tretch came in from Naughty by Nature. He auditioned and did a pretty good job because he is in the movie. But he had this guy that was with him. I said, well, what about you? You want to audition? He said, yeah, sure, why not? So I gave him the sides, originally for Q. So he took the sides and went away and came back and did a pretty good job. But at that time, I pretty much figured I knew who my Q was. I was having a hard time finding Bishop. And I just said to him, hey, man, thanks a lot, but can you stay longer and read for this role? And I gave him the sides for Bishop. He went away, came back, did Bishop, did a very good job. I said, okay, what's your name? He said, Tupac. I said, that's an interesting name. What is it? He says, the name of a Mayan deity. What's your last name? Shakur. I said, are you any relation to Sada Shakur? He said, yeah, that's my aunt. I said, oh, wow, tell her, how is she? You know, because she's, you know, a legend. He said, she's okay. And I tell her I said hi, and we have your contact info? Yeah, okay. He left. As soon as the door closed, we looked at each other. We said, wow, that's him. Now, Tupac at that point was still a background singer and a roadie for the Digital Underground. He was not Tupac. And while we were shooting, he was always writing. He always had a little ringed notebook. And I kind of believe that a lot of what he was writing became some of the music that we listen to today.
Incredible movie. Great directing, great cast, great actors. A lot of stars were in it. And let's take a look at this back then and now. This will be the last clip. Might I add that the cast looks amazing. Everyone looks great. Seems to be doing well. Unfortunately, Tupac Shakur is not with us and here with us, but he left a lot of wonderful impressions amongst his co-stars, and people miss him dearly. And he's been definitely inspirational to others, especially as an actor, as well as a rapper, as well as a poet, so as well as a friend and family to people. So that's it for this video. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching the entire video. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Thank you. Take care.